outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Hit down the line at first. Again, he sends it out of play. Here comes another 0-2. Just a touch outside. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jake Marisnick. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. In there, no balls and a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Center fielder.
Here's George Springer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Gardner will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
For the Yankees.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. And he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Ronald Torreyes tries to bunt his way on here, but it's strike 1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. Here's Brett Gardner now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away.
Now
ready
batting,
for another chance. Aaron Hicks, a base hit in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is stepping in and ready for another shot. Marwin Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
That's ball
no
two.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. To first. Holiday fields it cleanly, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The second baseman, number 27.
Digging in to try it again.
Altuve.
Jose Altuve comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A fastball that finds the outside corner. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Push to the right side, and this will be put away easily for the out. Digging in for his second at bat, Carlos Correa. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Ball 1.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the 1-2-3 go the Astros. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still
Leading
with
off
no
the
score.
fourth for the Yankees, catcher, number 24.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Springer is camped under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting,
Settling in now, Matt Holiday. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder. This is line to left, and Holiday has a base hit.
I like it. Hard line drive on the fastball, hit off the fastball, and good things
right
happen.
fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Here's Chris Carter now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Fires, pauses. Here's the 3-2. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Third baseman.
Here's Chase Headley. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. From the stretch. A shot down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius as it's grounded sharply to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Into the box now, Josh Reddick. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Right fielder.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now the pitch. Slow roller back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Here's Carlos Beltran. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Fouled back. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. The 3-1 to Beltran. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Yulieski Gurriel is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutouts.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Ronald Torreyes.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Well, that fooled him right there. Clearly, he was not sitting on that curveball. He couldn't pull the trigger.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Marisnick is under it. He's got it 1 away.
The left fielder, number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that's going to land foul. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Another 1-2 delivery. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Aaron Hicks. A hit in 2 tries so far. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Correa will put this one away, and the side is 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 1-0. Striding in once again, Robert Wallstrom. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Jake Marisnick is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Well, as advertised, Matt, that splitter has been spot on. I mean, that is the game separator right there. He's able to use that split, looks like a fastball, and he's using it effectively.
So he got him swinging. Jake Marisnick goes down for out number 2 in the top half. George Springer is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
We're really watching a great performance. This is a good hitting team. He's got 2 outs already in the 6th inning. We're 1 out away from watching him get through the 6th with all zeros on the board. Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
And that misses. 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
3-0 now.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. Smoke toward the hole. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, he rolled over that one. Not the most impressive single, but it's a line drive in the books.
Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They trail this one 1-0. Ready for another chance. Gary Sanchez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Sanchez.
And a ball 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. To short, hit hard. Correa is up with it. And he's set down 1 away.
First baseman, number 17.
Matt Holliday standing in now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Hard hit ball to second. There is Altuve. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired. 2 gone.
Number 99.
Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1.
Hi.
Hit to short. To his left, Correa. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1. Here's Carlos Correa now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Josh Reddick comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have if you're the starting pitcher.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with another 2-2.
Please.
And another foul ball.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 15.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Beltran. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. And an easy play out there for Headley, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Chris Carter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Designated hitter, Chris.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
Once again, a 3-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4. Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Tony Sipp comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Chase Headley is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, clearly he's not sitting changeup with that swing. I like the early changeup. Now it sets up your fastball and all your other off-speed stuff, because now the changeup, anything's faster than that. He's got him off balance now.
Reddick is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Ready for another shot now. Didi Gregorius. His lifetime numbers with Tony Sipp, 1 for 4. Bouncer down the line, but it gets foul. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a liner. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double. Stepping up now, Yulieski Gurriel. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Dylan Betances has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Fastball in there for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch. Little flare out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. Nori Yankee will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Set to deliver on 2-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Too high. Ball 3.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jake Marisnick. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's the slur, but it misses 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Now another 1-2. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Astros.
Your attention, please.
Called to the bullpen now as Luke Gregerson will take over here on the mound. Alex Bregman is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman.
Leading off for the Yankees, second baseman, Ronald Torres.
Ronald Torres is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Fielder number 11.
Coming to the plate now, Brett Gardner. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. 1 out, nobody on. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 out, nobody on. One and one.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Marisnick. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Back in the Big Apple as we're set for what remains of this one on MLB Network.
Leading off for Houston. Center
fielder. So with a save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chapman ready, the 1-1. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I like it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. George Springer is retired to kick off the inning. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded on to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
The second baseman, number 27.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Lifetime line against Chapman. Hitless in 3 at-bats. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The poke on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Torres fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Yankees will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The New York Yankees earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Masahiro Tanaka wins his 3rd of the season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Mike Fiers is settled with a loss. Tuesday Night Baseball is on the air from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3. Ian Kennedy will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, his last 3 outings have been, I'd say, inconsistent. They haven't been good. His ERA is over 4, just giving up too many runs. And when you give up that many runs, you're not going to win games.
First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Harold Reynolds, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
At the plate, Brett Gardner. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And Gardner will beat it out, safe at first base. Striding into the box, Gary Sanchez. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. The runner scores from second. And a relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Here's Chris Carter now. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Well, as you know, Matt, most people in the game call him Patty. In the past, I've seen a couple pitchers wonder where they missed, but he usually rewards them for making good pitches.
Too high. 1-2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And they will get him at third, as he might have broken a little late as that ball got away, and that's a tough pill to swallow. One gone. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Now in the box, Aaron Judge, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games.
Counts 1-0.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. Here it comes, 1-0. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 6th home run on the season for him as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Batting sixth.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. The average sits at .303 entering play. 4 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Softly hit out to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
For the Royals, the center fielder number 6.
And that's in there for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
We're looking at one hot ball club right now. They're playing well coming into the game, and now here we are in the bottom of the first inning, and they've already got a 3-0 lead. This team is on a roll. They're doing everything right.
Fielder, Orlando
sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right, and that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
batting third.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
And that's going to fall for a base hit.
This guy is so strong. He just fought that ball off the left field. I know it's a little bit of a blooper right now, but it's going to be a line drive in the books when you look back.
Now batting, Jorge Soler. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
And this one gets away. Throw to the plate, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. What a bad time for a wild pitch as the run will score from third. Swing and a liner, but foul. One out and a runner on second base. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's the left fielder Alex Gordon, head-to-head against Michael Pineda. 4 hits in 21 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Ball 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
hit hard on the ground towards second. Torreyes gloves it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And now a pitch on the way. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball four, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Here's Didi Gregorius. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. From the stretch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
1-0 pitch on the way. Lined hard toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. First and second here with nobody out. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two. From the belt, the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
That's a huge double play. You had a chance to have some runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Now all of a sudden you got to run at third base with 2 outs. This is where the hitters got to lock in and say, I'm picking us up anyway.
And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 outs here with a runner at third. He pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Merrifield is there, and he puts this one away for the third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Perez waiting on the 1-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Now another 1-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Batting 7.
Here's the first pitch to him. Mike Moustakas is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Takes a knee-high fastball. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Digging in, Alcides Escobar. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Carter has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
The left fielder, number 11.
Into the windup
Brett
and the pitch.
Gardner.
Hit down the line at first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He's out.
Now batting, catcher.
Trying to pick
Gary
things up where he left
Sanchez.
off. Gary Sanchez stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 48.
Ready for another chance? Chris Carter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 3, and that ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Whit Merrifield. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ballgame. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. 2-2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Whit Merrifield is sent packing to begin the bottom of the third. Lorenzo Cain comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Line towards center field, and he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the second out.
Number 16, Paulo.
Riding in once again, Paulo Orlando. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Pineda gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it. And that ends the inning. KC down in. So striding forward now, Aaron Judge. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out.
The first baseman, number 30.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Bird. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses for ball 1. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Boy, a lot of break to that thing, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
So he tried to double up with him on a curveball. The problem with that is the first one you recognize, the second one you hit. Nice job.
Refsnyder.
Digging in to try it again, Rob Refsnyder. He drew a walk his first time up. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Comes set and the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. A base hit in his first trip.
Didi Gregorius.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Ground ball right side. And that is into right field. A base hit. Bird rounds third and is digging for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Well, that's another single, his second hit of the game. He's having a good May. You know, you start looking at May as a player and you say, I'm partway through the season. I'm starting to get settled in. This is a great start to the year. He's over 300. He's off to a great start.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Gordon's after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no.
Leading off the fourth for the Royals.
Into the windup and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gardner is after it. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Soler comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's now 7 doubles for him on the season. 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Way in front of a great slider that time.
That ball's right down the middle, and this guy's hitting in the middle of your order, and he wasn't able to hit it. That's how nasty his slider is. Here it is. You still can't hit it.
2-2. Here it is. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Boy, that pitch looks so good when you're hitting, but you're not going to catch up to it. I think pitchers should use that more often. The high fastball in the off.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
13, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but fouled off to the left and out of play.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Now Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one as it's fouled away, and the count holds at 1-2.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Again, a 1-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. In the air, out to right. Carter on the move. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third. Digging in, Mike Moustakas, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
And he will score on the sacrifice flies. That ties our ball game at 3-3.
The shortstop, number 2.
Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. In a close play at first, but he's called out, and the side is. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Center fielder.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Hit on the ground out to short. Escobar has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number
Here's
11.
Brett Gardner now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Lays off 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
2-1 home now to Gardner. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A fastball that just misses inside. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And this is fouled at the plate. Now another 2-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.